Hi, it's Dave Diegelman with Equity Real Estate here for our February 2025 market report. So let's get to the numbers. If we look at the sold listings, right now we just had for January 320 sold listings. And last year at the end of February, it was 347. So that's a very stable number. You can see our peak number of sold listings is 540, and that was in May. And since we had about a 60 to 90 day market time last year, those listings that sold in May actually came from February and March. There's more of that in the market report, which you can click on the link below and see. If we take a look at our new listings coming on the market, right now we're at 726, huge surge from December where it was down at 369. Last year at the end of February it was 767. If we look at the active listings on the market right now we're at 1,811 listings. Last year at the end of February we were at 1,634. So we do see more inventory coming on right now. And let's look at the listing prices. The sold median price was for last month $503,500, and last year at the end of February it was $478. So I always say this, but this does not take a like property. This is just the average of what has sold. And if we look at the median price list, the median price list of what's coming on the market is just shy of $600,000 right now, and last year it was actually at $624,900. Absorption rate in months. This is a real important one. This is how many months of inventory we have versus how many sales we have. So right now the absorption rate is 4.35. Last year it was 4.19. So very consistent with our inventory. You can see again here in the month of October, we had 5.12 months of inventory from that buildup. And what happens in our fall months is sometimes our numbers decline in sales while inventory keeps going up. Then inventory comes off for the holiday months, and then it goes back up again at this time of year. Sold to list ratio, we pay close attention to this one too. Right now we're at 95.7%. At the end of last February it was 95.9%, so very stable. You can see that it peaked again in May and we were at 97%. So what that means is if you have $1 million listing, the odds are it would sell at $967,000 if it were going with where our market is right now. But that's also taking into account that $1 million listing was priced where the comps were, because properties that are priced above the comps right now just aren't selling. Days on the market, right now we are at 79.4 days on the market on average. Last year at the end of February, it was 73.5 days on the market. So that's been pretty stable. In the peak of our season, we went down to 61 days on the market, where it hovered down below 70 days on the market for our peak season, if you will. But these are healthy numbers. It's nothing to write home about. There's opportunities for buyers, there's opportunities for sellers right there. If we look at the sold sales volume, let's look at that. At the end of January, we had 180,688,000 and some change. Let's go down and look at the price categories that we have down here. We can see we only have 1 month's worth of inventory for this year in 2025. So these numbers don't reflect a whole lot. And comparing the 2024 numbers, again, there's so few units that I don't draw any conclusions from these. But it is interesting to see that our highest category for 2025 was the $500,000 to $750,000 marketplace. And then behind that we had $350,000 to $400,000, and falling right behind that is $400,000 to $449,000 and goes up from there. Again, it's too early in the year to see any trends going on. What I can tell you from advertising, and I touch on this a little bit in my written market report, which again you can click on the link below and get that full report, is we are seeing advertising hits on the uptick in a big way. Now, this can be because there's certain ads that we're running and promotions that we're running are gaining more attention right now just because of what the ads are. But in general, we get calls on different listings that we have. And that's how I first know where the market's going, way before the market ever goes there, is when that starts picking up, we typically are going into a stronger marketplace, which we naturally do at this time of year anyway. We have the parade of homes coming up within a week or two, and that always draws a lot of people to town, and it's kind of our kickoff of the start of our busy season in southern Utah. And hopefully the parade of homes this year, which it always delivers, it will deliver some rain. We need some moisture down here, something fierce, rain and snow in the mountains. And anyway, we'll see if that happens. So you can see the other categories that are kind of interesting, if we look at the active listings down here, is we've got a lot of listings between 1 and 2 million and a lot of listings between 750 and a million, and then a lot of listings between 5 and 700,000. Those are categories of kind of the highest numbers of listings, and you can see that it does somewhat reflect where a lot of our sales are too. So it's not that far off. The one thing that was surprising is 3 to 400,000, which some of our condos fall in. We had a lot of activity this past month on those. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you want the full report, again, just click on the link below, and let's have a phenomenal 2025 together. God bless you. If I can help you, give me a call, 435-703-4041.